Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Tony from Trust the Breakup, and on this channel, I remind you that everything's going to be all right. You're going to be okay. Just go ahead and trust the breakup, all right? It's a process and let it happen. Most of the time, I'm here to help you get through the heartache and the pain and help you recover. But today's teaching is going to be is it time to break up? Maybe some of you are in limbo right now. You're wondering, is this relationship what I want? Should I break up? And let's go ahead and tackle this, all right? And what I want you to do is subscribe and like the teaching, and share it with somebody. Share it with somebody who is in the same situation. And uh, I have great advice on my channel, so make sure you do that, all right? Okay, let's begin. What's the first question? First question to ask yourself: why did I get into this relationship in the first place? Right? It has a start. It starts somewhere. So why did you agree to a relationship? Was it because of loneliness? Maybe you haven't been in a relationship for a few years and you're just kind of lonely. You're tired of spending holidays by yourself and weekends by yourself, Friday, Saturday nights by yourself, and you're lonely. Maybe that was it. Maybe it's a rebound. You just got out of a relationship and this is a classic rebound situation that you're in, you know, and you wanted to get back at your ex, or you were just in this mindset of, hey, let's just, you know, let's just do this. I just want to start dating again, and it's a rebound. How about peer pressure? That could be a factor. You're at a university, all your friends are with somebody, they're dating, and you kind of feel like the odd person out. And there's somebody who had an interest in you. They were single. Your friends were like, "Hey, you should start dating," or maybe it's at work and your work friends are all dating, and you just didn't want to be the odd one out anymore, and you just felt pressure to start dating this person. How about you're just trying it out? You kind of liked her, or girls, you kind of liked him, and you're like, she's cute enough and she seems cool enough, and I kind of dig her, and let's just see where it goes. Maybe that was it. You're just kind of trying it out and giving it some time, and now you're like, I guess not so much. 4 or 5 months have passed and you're not so much into it anymore. Or you're just having fun. You just like dating and you want to go out and you want to have a good time, and you enjoy what comes along with dating and going out to different places and talking with someone and being with a person, and you're just kind of having fun, but you're not real serious. And now the other person is getting serious and they're not in it just for fun. So you have to put on the brakes perhaps, and you're like, "Whoa, hold on now. I'm not into anything serious. I don't want it to go there." So you have to think about why you were even uh, in this relationship in the first place. Maybe you're settling because time is ticking. You're in your mid 30s, late 30s, early 40s, and that biological clock is going, and you're not really sure if this is someone you want, but you were just settling, and you were hoping something would happen. You're hoping it would get serious, and it didn't. So the reason why you started though was because of that time. Tick tock, it's going, and you're getting older, and you're starting to settle. The person pretty much checks off most of your boxes on your list of who you want to date, but not really. And now you're realizing that you are settling, and maybe it is time to break up. Question number two: is this relationship what I really want? Is what I'm in right now something I really want? Is this something I've really have been waiting for? Is it fulfilling? Does being with this person that you're dating bring fulfillment to you? Does the relationship bring fulfillment to you in different aspects of your life? Does the person you're dating get along with your family? I'm sure all of us have had experiences or had friends where they were with someone and they just didn't get along. with the person's family. You know, when you marry someone, you marry into their family and they marry into yours. And if things don't jive, you know, and you don't get along with them, it can cause some rough waters in the relationship and in the marriage. Do you share certain ideologies, goals, values? You know, you don't have to be exactly the same, right? Of course not. Everyone is an individual and we have our own preferences and thoughts and stuff. But for the most part, do you share the same ideologies? Are you guys going similarly in the same direction? Do you have the same types of values and just outlook on life? Perhaps when it comes to religion or politics, can you go ahead and reconcile that? Um, are you going in the same direction? All right. So think about that. Can I tolerate some of her or his negatives? All of us have some negative things about our personality, and for the most part, we are who we are. You know, when somebody once said, when someone tells you who shows you who they are, believe it. Sometimes we think, oh, this person's gonna change, and you know, once we're engaged or once we're married or something like that, you know. But can you tolerate some of the negatives, or are there some deal breakers in there? Am I happy with this person? You know, for the most part, does this person make me smile? Are you glad to talk to them, especially in the early stages, right? The first few months. Are you happy to see that text come in? Are you are you happy with how things are going and who this person is and what you're discovering about her or him? Do I really love this person? You know, as the months go by and time passes, is your infatuation or is your crush or is your interest turning into love despite their negatives, despite their ups and downs, despite what you see in them? Is this someone that you are growing to love? And if enough time has passed, you should be able to know, I love this person, or I just really like them a lot. I just enjoy them. And if you don't think you're actually falling in love, then it might be time to end it. Question number 3, is this relationship dragging me down? Oh man, that's not good, right? Being in a relationship that drags you down. Does it seem like a chore or just too much work? What a terrible situation. Does it just seem like a chore and where you're not even really enjoying the relationship, but it just seems like too much work and you're not having fun? You guys, love is supposed to be fun. If this is somebody you're spending a lot of time with, there should be a lot of fun in it, right? There should be laughs. You should make each other laugh. Um, and it shouldn't feel like a burden. Like being with this person doesn't shouldn't feel like a burden. And if it does, it's probably time to cut her loose. Are you walking on pins and needles all the time? Are you concerned that you're going to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, and you know you're always nervous, you're always second guessing yourself, you're always maybe timid to give your opinion, or timid to say what you want to do for the weekend or give your thoughts on something? Are you always nervous? That's not a good situation. You don't want to be walking on pins and needles, because and then there's no freedom in that. You're not free. And you should love someone. The relationship should progress in a way where both people feel free to be themselves and feel free in their relationship rather than such a burden. Are there unreasonable demands? Usually they're based in jealousy. Are they being unreasonable in how much time you can spend with friends? Are they being unreasonable about your goals and about your ambitions? Are they being unreasonable about how many times you need to call or text, or you're not responding quick enough, or things like that? Unreasonable demands make it too much work. It becomes a chore, and that's not fun. Is the person you're with controlling? Are they a dream killer, a goal killer? You want to be with somebody who supports you. You want to be with somebody, even though they don't see things the way you do, they support your thoughts. They support your goal. They support your ambition. They are encouraging. They want to see you blossom. They want to see you grow. They want to see you achieve new heights. They want you to have a certain amount of freedom in your life, and that just makes the other person more attractive, right? When you're with someone and they allow you to be free to be somebody who pursues goals, who pursues ambitions, free to spend time with friends and family, then it becomes more attractive. Number four, ask yourself, why am I breaking up? Think about that, right? If most of the time we have already broken up with that person in our mind, but we just haven't gone there yet. We haven't put it into action, but we've been thinking about it and feeling it for several weeks. So, why am I breaking up with this person? Well, what you want to do is review the previous questions, the ones we just talked about, 1 through 3. Review those questions, think about them, take a long time, think about them hard, and process that. Do the negatives outweigh the positives? We're all going to have some negatives, but are there so many negatives to the relationship that they outweigh the positives? That might be your reason you are breaking up. What's been stopping me? Is it fear? Have you not broken up with a person because you're afraid? You're afraid of being alone again. You're afraid that you may not find someone else. You're afraid of having that awkward conversation, right? And it is awkward. You're like, man, I just want to go face to face and talk with that person and have just this awkward talk, this awkward conversation. And maybe you don't want to feel like you're mean. You know, this person is nice. You know, she's a great girl or he's a good guy. And you don't, you've been together for a while and you don't want to appear mean. Like, why don't you love me? I'm so good to you. Why aren't you loving me back? Why are you breaking up? I've done this, this, and this with you and for you. And maybe that's it. Or you're concerned about that person. You've been together for 2, 3, 4 years and you know that they're in love with you. And breaking up with them would just really hurt them. And you're concerned about how they'd react or what it's going to do to their heart, their psyche. Or perhaps there's holidays approaching, you know, and you're thinking, oh, I don't want to break up right before Christmas or right before her birthday. Maybe you have some trips planned. You know, it was planned 6 months ago, but things have changed. Things have changed in that 6 months, and you're like, oh, well, after the vacation, I'll do it. Or you've just been together a long time 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and all your friends know you as a couple, your families know you as a couple. You've shared pets together, you've shared a lot of celebrations, experiences, and you're just afraid to stop that, even though you don't want it anymore. And you're afraid of what people will think about you. You don't want to hurt the other person's family because you've been together so long. And you want to ask, will I be happy? Will I feel free once I pull the trigger? Right? Because, like I said, sometimes we've already broken up with that person. We've already decided it. We just haven't had that conversation. But once you pull the trigger and it's done, are you going to feel like, whew, okay, this burden, this weight has been lifted on off of me. I feel free. Or is your feeling of breaking up, is it just emotions right now? Okay, maybe you're in a phase where you just want to hang out with your friends, you know, and you want to just be free to date and things, and it's just temporary because once you break up, you might regret it. So you have to decipher whether you're going to feel happy and feel free and like, okay, it's done, that's what I wanted, or is your intentions to break up, is it just emotions right now? And are things going to come down and you're not going to feel like breaking up anymore? That could be an option as well. All right, you guys, let's go on to number 5. But before I do, you know, I always want you to educate yourself and take part in healing yourself. So I recommend these 2 books, How to Get Over Anyone in a Few Days. I'll put the link to the books in the description below. And then the other one is Left Alone to Learn, the breakup book. Uh, Take positive action in healing yourself. All right, read the books and you take control of your healing. All right, great advice, great strategies in this book. Let's go on to number 5, our last one. Do I really see a future together? When I think about it, do I really see a forever with this person? Do I see this? Do I see tying the knot with them and being happy? Look at that couple, excited, right? They're really glad. Ask yourself, is anticipating a married, a future of marriage with this person, am I excited about it? Do I look forward to it? Am I excited about this day? And am I going to be happy on this day? But something more important, because most people are happy on their wedding days. You see the smiles and everything. But when I say, do I see a future together, not am I going to just feel happy to marry them, but do I think this person knows how to handle times like these? Do I see a future with this person I'm dating during these circumstances? When the children come, the bills have to get paid, you're behind on payments, there's some issues coming up. When life just happens, you need to ask yourself, is this person I'm with, do I think they know how to handle life? Because when life just comes, and you know what I mean, when life just happens, are they mature enough? Do they know how to be flexible? Are they understanding enough? Do they understand that life is full of ups and downs? Are they going to be okay with you making mistakes? And I'm not talking about like cheating mistakes, right? Like, oh, I cheated on you, my bad. No, not, of course, don't do that. I'm talking about mistakes like maybe an investment went wrong that you thought was going to be great, or you forgot something really, really important and it slipped your mind, or you just did a big mistake. Are they going to have grace enough to um, to be okay with that and to get through it with you when life just happens? Okay, so take a look at these 5 questions again. Like the video, review it, okay? And I really, really hope this helps you if you guys are wondering, should I or should I not break up with this person? This is Tony from Trust the Breakup, where I remind you everything's going to be okay. You're going to be all right, okay? Just go through the process, all right? God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.